Alexandra Eala shares the advice she got from a Grand Slam finalist ahead of the Australian Open. Alexandra Eala will head to the Australian Open full of hope in what will be her first main draw match at the Melbourne event. It marks the completed set for the Filipino, who featured in the other three majors throughout what was a breakthrough 2025 campaign. Just 20 years old, it has been a mesmeric past 12 months in which she has seemingly broken every tennis record held in her home country. And yet, she remains hungry for more, having just received advice ahead of the Australian Open from a former Grand Slam finalist. Alexandra Eala receives advice ahead of the Australian Open. Speaking to the press in Melbourne, she spoke about everything from the one-point slam to her Filipino fan base. And when she was finished lauding her compatriots for their continued support, one reporter then asked her about Leylah Fernandez, a former U.S. Open finalist at the age of just 19 and now 23 and an established star on the WTA Tour. The Canadian will surely have plenty of crucial advice to bestow upon a player like Alexandra Eala. Well, she revealed as much in her answer, noting, "Yeah, I think Leylah is super funny. The advice she gave when I played was to win the last point laughing. But I was able to ask her about some of her experiences on tour. I'm so thankful to have had those moments, because not everybody gets to talk up close with their idols. I hope I can embody some of what she was able to do and her success. Yeah." Eala admitted she'd been surprised by her fans in Australia already, and that's even before the first Grand Slam of the year gets underway. Alexandra Eala's Australian Open dilemma. For 99% of the players who have qualified for the Australian Open, making it into the second week would mark a dream come true. However, Eala finds herself in a unique and unenviable position where, if she did accomplish that feat, it might be tinged with an element of sadness. Event, year, round reached, Australian Open, 2026. TBC, main draw, French Open, 2025. First round, Wimbledon, 2025. First round, U.S. Open, 2025. Second round, Alexandra Eala's best ever finish at the Grand Slam events. After all, such as the scheduling for January, the second week of the Australian Open marked the only time where the WTA could fit in their new 125-level event in the Philippines. Eala, as a proud representative of her nation, was naturally delighted at the announcement of this new event in Manila. And yet, if she succeeds beyond expectation in Melbourne, she will be forced to miss out on the inaugural event in her home country. Some may see this as a win-win for Eala, but it does represent an odd dilemma which few players will have ever experienced before.